Hi, Scott here at Highlight Technologies. Our ArtWelder software has the capability to automatically incorporate artwork into the design of a custom ornament. When used properly, this can become a very powerful and very useful tool. Artwork such as logos or custom designs can be used for whatever occasion is necessary. Of course, not all artwork will work immediately, as there are a few requirements to get it to work well in ArtWelder. It'll either not look quite how you want it, or it will simply not work at all. With the correct modifications, however, artwork can be made to do whatever you want when put into ArtWelder. The purpose of this video is to give you an idea of what ArtWelder requires and how to modify some basic designs for use in ArtWelder. When ArtWelder modifies some artwork, it automatically tries to find the outside cutting lines and weld them to the exterior of the ornament. With the rest of the part, it tries to adapt it to create engraving lines to keep the artwork. Sometimes, however, ArtWelder will not properly adapt the design. In these cases, the best remedy is to simply modify the artwork to already have the proper colors for cutting on the outside, with the inside already prepared as well. That all may seem a bit confusing, but I'll show you what I mean. Let's take, for an example, this simple design here. Let's start a new document now, and we'll try to put that into ArtWelder. We're going to use the default exterior and use that file. As you can see, something went a little wrong here. Now, if I were to send this to the laser right now, it would probably look just fine to an extent. There are a couple of problems with it though. For one, the cutting lines are doubled over the engraving lines, as you can see when we ungroup it and pull out this blue section. This entire heart was doubled over both blue and orange, as well as these edges here. This would make the laser carry out some unneeded work. Also, the heart here is cut out from the center of the part. But what if I wanted the heart to remain a filled black color for raster engraving? Now, I could just try adapting the settings in ArtWelder to fill the artwork, which sometimes does work, but not in this case. So to fix this, I'm going to have to make a few quick changes in the artwork. So let's go ahead and load it up. Now, all I need to do here is change the color of the box around the heart to orange. That's our cutting color, of course. What this does is essentially tells ArtWelder that the box is meant to be cut. That way, it knows what the edge is, so it welds it, and it maintains whatever is inside the border, in this case, the heart. So I'm going to save this under a different name. Go back to this document, and try it again using our modified file. There we go. Much better. Let's take a look at a different design. I'm making an ornament to give as an easy gift to a friend's daughter. She's graduating from high school. What I want to do is give her one with this diploma graphic in the middle. The problem is that this graphic has very thick edges. You see, I want the thickness of these lines to be maintained as a raster engraving, but I want the edges of this to be cut from the material. To do this, all I need to do is simply add an outline around the part that makes it our line for engraving, or cutting. That way, ArtWelder will automatically weld an outside cutting line to the exterior of the ornament, while maintaining the thickness of the black lines on the artwork. All it takes here is just a little trickery in manipulating the design. I'll show you what I mean. And now there we go. It looks like the same artwork, but if you look very closely, it has a hairline orange border around it now. but it still keeps the same thickness of the black lines. So, let's save this now. And go back to put it into ArtWelder. Yeah, there we go. That's exactly how I want it. As you can see, that hairline orange border was welded with the orange border of the exterior. That way, the cutting lines will leave this entire midsection of the diploma intact, yet still attached to the ornament. The black lines will also be raster engraved, so they keep their thickness and their darkness on whatever material it is that I'm cutting. This method of outlining the design and the cutting color is typically the best way to get artwork to incorporate well in ArtWelder. In many other cases, however, ArtWelder will be able to automatically manipulate the design. In the end, it all depends on what the artwork is, and what you want ArtWelder to do with it.